Good morning, everybody. I'm Claudia Renda, and I want to share with you my experience in my institute. The topic is augmented reality and teaching foreign languages to other people in a multicultural environment, with a practical example. During the 2000s, the use of multimedia and technologies have joined the traditional methodology in teaching and learning languages. Film, audiobooks, music, internet, Blu-ray, and tablet, interactive smartphone becomes helpers in the learning process to private educational itineraries and school context. Day after day, learning becomes a bit more dynamic and with the extension of teaching in the real world. What is AR? The augmented reality it is a new method that enables to enrich and create the perception the user has about the surrounding setting using both the virtual information and the real world. The difference between AR and virtual reality is that augmented reality it overlaps images and text with everything the user can see around him without darkening completely. Virtual reality it brings the people in the situation completely different from the real world. We have witnessed the transition by learning the technology, learning with technology, and learning into the technology. We have a lot of examples of apps for learning, Mondly, Metaverse, Google Lens, LEB. But my experience with a startup from Florence the aim is to create a perfectly suitable app for adults and for any dominions joined to QCR ER levels to develop all the linguistic skills, especially reading and listening. The linguistic and educational goals we call connecting with AR are to concretize abstract concepts without translating them in the mother tongue, support the comprehension of idioms in L2, offer the opportunity of a unique learning suitable for any kind of learner, either to the memorize of a linguistic content, support the pleasure of learning in L2 that lowers the affective filter, the relation between teacher and learner change. And our target with AR is to promote the cooperative learning through linguistic tasks developed with a technology mean, catch the attention for the topics by learners at any age and type through the authentic content material, get the course content available at any time and anywhere, placing the study of the language in a real world. Demolish the concept of different classroom from the lesson, get the student active, reactive, and responsible for his or own learning. We use authentic materials to realize the 10 text, and we use, for example, identity card, menu, recept, short course, advertising commercial, email, notices, news, and the voice that we use was very simple, but the morphosyntactic point because we made a trial in our institute with 95 students of with different background, different work, and different level. But with AR, the success is very hard. The percentage was about one text. It was 70.52%. You know that the language acquisition passes through the experience. It is essential to live the new words and make them their own. The book with the AR is very important for this experiment. The convenience, the affordability, the simplicity, the clarity, and modernity. We use some topics with the yard, the house, school education, family health, jobs, daily life, and current regulation. The pros for the participant was strengthen the skill in a language overcoming space and time barriers, increase the motivation, it is a cooperative communication, develops the capability to get concrete the abstract. For in practice, creation of a relaxed and lively learning atmosphere, multisensory involvement, a mistake as a positive element for all our students. The written text is relaunched as an interface for AR, become added value. If you want, you can use this sequence. You can try with an active example. For a teacher, gives the opportunity to make a syllabus suitable for each student's needs. It is a personal challenge in reprogramming ideas and topics, a creative, inclusive, dynamic education. Thank you so much for listening and for watching to me. Enjoy.